just fucking great. I haven't got a chance to use it. Look at it. Some people know me for doing a wee bit of this, a wee bit of that, and a wee bit of this. Travelling the length and breadth of the country, capturing the history, the mystery and the beauty of Ireland. But on Sunday the 1st of May 2022, things took a turn for the worse, ending up in the hands of the NHS's finest. So began a full evaluation of life and how to turn my dream into a reality. This is my journey, how I got from here to here.
Welcome to Donegal! Keep on.
Oh, it's been great to get back into the van again. We've rested and we're ready to go. So today I'm going to attempt to build these arch frames. These just square things that go around the wheel arch. So what I've done is I've went over the screw fix. I got my hands on one of these. I don't know what they're called. Corner clamp. And basically the idea of this is to get this broken. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right on. Alright, so that goes in there like that. I'll take it. Get in there, you wee bollocksy. Well, that's just fucking great. I haven't got a chance to use it. Look at it. So the whole idea of buying this was for the corners. One in like that. One in like that. That gives you a straight edge every time. Whack on a bit of glue, bang a screw in, and let it go off. I guess it's a way of cheating. One other thing I've purchased is I've upgraded the drill to one of these DeVault hammer drills. In an earlier video you've seen I had issues trying to get those self-tapping screws to drill in the metal. And I cursed the things with the worst invention ever. But with using this, they're absolutely brilliant. That was the mistake what I was making all along. The drill wasn't strong enough. That is a hammer drill. And it's absolutely fantastic for drilling the self-tapping screws into the metal. Whole new ball game. It is a whole new game changer. So we have got about 2 or 3 hours before the Man United and Man City match starts. If I get these up, I'll be happy enough. basically that's what it is. So basically that's what I was talking about earlier on. It's just basically a frame. It was nothing hard to put up. That little gadget, this little gadget that I got in Screwfix, I don't know whether that's broke or not, I'm not too sure. But it did help me out for $9.99. And although the corners, they're not perfect, but they're a hell of a lot better than what I would have done if I hadn't had that. So for the sake of a tenner, like, it did help me out a lot. One of the things I would say is that when you're joining the wood, don't wind it too tight, because the wood then starts to come unaligned. Just tight as tight, and pre-drill the hole, bit of glue, and just in with the power drill. But for $9.99, you couldn't beat it. I'm sure there's better ones out there on the market, maybe a lot more expensive, but for the sake of a tenner, I thought that thing was dead on, you know. Not bad at all. These are 38mm by 38mm. I got them cut at the sawmill, which saves me the hassle of having to do it myself. So it was just a question of lining them up, gluing them in, and screwing them together. We'll see if they actually fit on there. That's not bad, not bad at all. So the next job there would be more of this tongue and groove stuff. Just continue that around the edges, and I will put a bit of carpet on that at some stage, just for the finish. You're not going to see it, but I was thinking about maybe putting a wee shelf in here somewhere. We could open up the top, and that would do for shoes. There we go. You can't be bad to that, eh? We're slowly but surely getting there. Slowly but surely. The light at the end of that tunnel is starting to get a bit brighter. So that is the housing for the leisure batteries built and temporarily down. So when I go to finally put that down, I know exactly where it's going. Nothing major, nothing big done. Just another simple little nook and cranny. Another part of the jigsaw. So it is Tuesday the 25th of October. We've got a rare occasion here in Belfast for this time of the year. We have got a blue sky. It has rained the last 4 or 5 days solid. It's around about 11:30, so it gets dark usually around about 6:30, 6:45 onwards. So we've got 5 or 6 hours, and in that 5 or 6 hours I'm going to try and fit this 240 volt inlet. This is the little housing area which I've cut out. It's nothing major, it's just a scrap bit of wood. And this is going to go on this side of the van, the inside of the van. That's going to go through that like that, and hopefully we'll be able to drill the 4 holes and we'll screw it in. Absolutely bombard the life out of it with Citroen to create the seal. That is the plan anyway. So with all that said, and with only a few hours to do it, I have a big week ahead here. I'm off next week for Halloween, hopefully. I hope to get this in today, antenna for the broadband. I need to get the hole drilled for the solar panels, and of course the max air fan, which has finally arrived, which was holding everything up. If I get those 4 things done, I'll be over the moon. So we're going to crack on. I've already wiped down the outside of the van with the degreaser, but what I need to do first is I need to drill out a hole and get this up on the inside of the van, and then drill 2 holes on the outside of the van, which is going to hold this in place. I'll go over the whole lot with this 92mm hole saw, which will create the hole for the inlet to go into. It all sounds easy, but experience has now taught me that anything that usually takes half an hour in a van takes a half a day. The only thing in this van that is predictable is that it's non-predictable. This is roughly where the inlet is going to go. That's where the housing is going to stay, on this side of the van. So what I'll do now is I'll pre-drill a hole here, and then from the other side of the van I'll drill 2 more holes in. I'll screw that bit of wood back in. That will hold while I am drilling the big 92mm hole with the hole saw. That's the plan anyway, and that's the way we're doing it. Hopefully we'll just drill the hole in the main van. Oh dear. up having to go into a neighbour and getting the land of another drill. So just from around the edges of it with a file, a metal file, and give it a wee bit of hammerite. We'll attempt to stick this boyo in. It comes with a wee, some sort of a casket thing or a gasket, whatever you want to call it. That's not with a shit, you can toss that away. Basically I'm just going to slap this in like that. I'm going to put a pin mark in the 4 holes. Then I'll just pre-drill the holes, and a bit of wood just going to stick to that is what's going to hold it all in place. Give it a good gunk of Sikaflex the whole way around it, and we'll let that sit, and hopefully it doesn't rain. That is it. All we can do now is wait for the rain and see if it leaks. So what I'll do, I'll just put a bit of tissue around the edges here. And the golden rule: if the tissue stays dry, it doesn't leak. So that actually turned into a bit of a community effort. Big Ed from down the street, heard in the wood earlier on. We had the next door neighbour Tommy came to my aid because I blew my own drill up, and then Uncle Buck, he was doing the school run, he was commandeered. But that is it, it is in. Believe it or not, that took 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours, but it's in and it's ticked off the list. That's 1 hole down, 3 to go.